Kaley Cuoco. You won't believe how a girl who once split her days between tennis courts and casting calls nearly lost her leg at the height of her fame, and still came back smiling. If you've ever laughed at a joke from that neighbor across the hall, this one's for you. Ready? Let's go. She was born Kaley Christine Cuoco, the 30th of November 1985. Camarillo kid, big dreams, steady family. By 6, she's in a Barbie ad. By 10, trading lines with movie stars. Mornings, serves and backhands. Afternoons, sets and scripts. While most kids chased sunsets, she chased call times. At 16, she hangs up the racket and bets it all on acting. Brave? Totally. Easy? Not even a little. Those early years, a blur of almosts. Guest spots, small roles, a lot of "we'll be in touch." Then a spark. She lands Billy Jenkins on Charmed finally, a real foothold. When it ends, the grind starts again. She auditions for a sitcom about scientists. The role isn't Penny yet, it's different, and she gets told no. Too young, not quite right. Ouch. But she keeps showing up. And a year later, the phone rings. The character's rewritten. She walks back in, sure of herself this time. The camera rolls, and it clicks. The chemistry? Off the charts. The audience? Hooked. Week by week, she becomes the heartbeat of a show that quietly turns into a global phenomenon. The science jokes land thanks to consultant Dr. David Saltzberg, and when Mayim Bialik, yep, a real-life neuroscientist joins, the brains meet the laughs. Kaley's Penny isn't just funny, she's warm, human, the bridge between awkward genius and everyday heart. But success cuts both ways. Headlines shout about money. Strangers debate her worth like she's a stock. And then, September 2010 disaster. A riding accident. Bones snapped. Pain like lightning. For a terrifying minute, doctors whisper the word no actor wants to hear. Amputation. 2 surgeries. Metal, scar, and a will that refuses to bend. 6 weeks later, she limps back onto set, and the crowd applauds before a single line. Not for the joke, for the fight. She looks at the scar and calls it badass. That's Kaley. Behind the scenes, life keeps being life. She once shared a quiet, complicated love with co-star Johnny Galecki. Privacy first, grace always. She marries tennis pro Ryan Sweeting. It doesn't last. She finds calm with equestrian Karl Cook. Kind hearts, different rhythms, another goodbye. No dramatic explosions, just the ache of 2 good people walking down different roads. Then, the surprise she wasn't looking for. Actor Tom Pelphrey. No games, no noise, just peace. The kind you feel in your bones. In March 2023, their daughter Matilda Carmine Ritchie Pelphrey arrives, and Kaley says the world goes quiet in the best way. Sleepless nights, bottles at 2 a.m., mom guilt, wrist tendinitis from holding that tiny miracle real life. Messy and beautiful. She balances work thrillers, voice roles, producing stories that put women front and center with baby giggles and muddy paw prints. Less red carpet, more real carpet. Less proving, more living. There's a chapter she never forgets. September 2003. On the set of 8 Simple Rules, her on-screen dad, John Ritter, collapses and doesn't come back. He taught her kindness as a craft, learn everyone's name, show up early, make the long days lighter. He's gone too soon, but the lesson travels with her into every room. And now, 40 looks good on Kaley Cuoco. She rides again. She laughs louder, slower. She measures success in quiet mornings, in tiny socks lost in the laundry, in choosing roles that mean something. She doesn't need a ring to validate love, or a headline to validate worth. Scars tell stories. Hers sing. You can break, rebuild, and glow even warmer. So, if she ever made you smile after a rough day, if Penny reminded you that ordinary people can carry extraordinary hearts, tap that like, hit subscribe, and drop a for Kaley in the comments. Because some stars flash, she learned to shine on her terms. And that's the kind of light you don't forget.